the female hormones, there are times when the production is no longer possible. It's very unfortunate what in case when the ovary has a lump, so the cut the ovary of the female hormone is produced in the ovary, then cut it off the source the female hormone drops suddenly. So even if a 24 years old woman, someone who is 50 and they happen to seem like the menopausal the symptoms occurs, you know what I mean? So when the female the hormone is lacking, the osteoporosis process quickly. Therefore, there is not only the hormones that determine only the certain characteristic of the females, but also the health of the female's bones. It turns out that how the certainty is involved. So our health is not only trouble a certain part, there are trouble in many parts. Then the phenomenon which abnormal occurs that we call disease. So if you're getting osteoporosis, diabetes is also more likely to get. If you're getting osteoporosis, more chances to get obesity and arteriosclerosis is all related. Getting to know the illness, research deeply about that. Everything is related to each other. So if you are healthy, you won't get osteoporosis, arteriosclerosis, obesity, and diabetes. Yes, you won't get them. That's how you do your lifestyle. Therefore, the chances of getting from the various diseases will increase. And if you change your lifestyle totally, then what happened to the possibility of illness is all fall off. So, this kind of lifestyle is very important to resolve the osteoporosis. So if you are under stress, the more stress the hormone comes out, the T cell that kill the cancer cells is getting weaker. So the probability of getting the cancer is higher. And also the higher of the osteoporosis, you must remember that this is the fact that everything is related. I got diabetes. If you got diabetes, then it is the more likely that the other illness will appear. I got diabetes, then much more chances to get cancer, hypertension, and diabetes all together. Those diseases are all friends. So, hey, diabetes, you are the first one to break in. Oh, hypertension, you are the first one to break in. We'll be back here in a while. Cancer, you are the first one to break in. That's how it works. I got the cancer, so I won't get the diabetes. It won't go that way. So, folks, the osteoporosis eventually, because of lack of savings, right? Lack of savings, no exercise, and eat on the meat diet a lot, lack of calcium, something like the vegetables, fruits, and nuts. You need these, but you won't have them that much so. Because of the lack of the savings, that's why you get. And what are other cases? You have too many the loans. The savings comes in, but comes out too much. You know what I mean? There is that kind of a case. So the balance doesn't match between the deposits and loans. So it occurs, you know what I'm saying? So when we look the whole life of the modern people, the error comes that it is exception that the who won't get osteoporosis. How common is cancer now? Folks, think about this. Koreans who are born and until die in this world, the probability of getting cancer is 1 out of 3 or 4 people. What a surprise! 1, 2, 3. Who knows who will get? But this is not the problem with luck. What's the problem then? The problem of the lifestyle. So, not because of luck to get cancer among those 3, but because of the worst person who has bad lifestyle and be under stress. That's why the reason gets, not because of no reason and no luck. Folks, because of that, some women who got osteoporosis, then they're telling them to the exercise. Then some women say like this: "Oh, I have no luck to get the osteoporosis, and I gotta exercise. I hate exercise." If you this way, the osteocytes are so confused. Folks, don't you think so? Take a look at here. I'll zoom it up. This yellow one is bone tissue. There are the cells. There are this kind of cells, and there are these kind of cells. Then there are these kind of cells. So what kind of cells are they? There are cells of charge of deposits. Accept the calcium in your blood and save like this the charge of deposit of cells. So this cell is called osteoblast. The letter O is meaning make or create. The cell make bond. Osteoblast. So there are osteoblasts, and we have a lot of calcium in our bone. It contains so much calcium. Folks, the calcium is very important. When the cells do some activity, when the heart contracts and pump the blood, it needs there. And when you think something, it needs it at the brain cell. So the whole cells which consist of in our body need this calcium. When it does some activities, it has to go there and get involved. So calcium has to be saved a lot in our body. You know what I mean? So we save the calcium fully in our bones. You know what I'm saying? The calcium is very important. So always the calcium that are melted in the bone dissolve and sand in the blood. There are such cells. These cells are called osteoclast. What is letter of ion? Dissolve or melt. We call that the cells osteoclast. So these osteoclasts dissolve the calcium and send to the blood. So what does it match between the osteoblast and the osteoclast? The balance. So in the end, matching of balance, that's about the genes. The genes that input between the osteoblast and osteoclast. So osteoblast is the programmed to upset the calcium. If the genes works well, then getting the deposit smoothly. Then if the gene program in the osteoclast works well, then dissolve it properly and send it out properly. So the deposit charge osteoblast upset the calcium constituent. And what else at the osteoblast? Spent a lot. You don't do it actively. you have to think and we have to do actively. We are the people that we have to do actively and think deeply. Just eat something delicious and nothing to do actively, nothing to think and see that watching TV shows, then the balance is broken. When does the balance match the most? Accepting a lot of calcium at osteoblast and send it out a lot at osteoclast when you do exercise joyfully. So play badminton and ping pong, go hiking, go cycling, and go swimming. You should have this kind of activity. What did you do today? I read the newspaper. This will break the balance. When you do something, activity, or while you're exercising, what kind of mind should you have? You have to enjoy the exercise. So being happiness is very important to catch your balance.